Okay guys, this video is about the difference between what you would like to do in a battle and what you have to do. And this is Lakeville, and it resembles a Malinovka in the sense that very important stuff that affects the outcome of the fight can happen almost right at the beginning. Now, a long time ago, on a couple of occasions, I was on this map and there was a guy from Simp called Deadly Fox on the enemy team. And I don't know if he was yelling at the whole team, barking out orders. But was notable about those two battles, and there may have been other battles like this. No enemy vehicles were seen on the middle road, and I was very angry about it because I scout actively and I like to light people up there, and I think it's incredibly dangerous for people to be on the middle road if there's a good scout with a good crew. And you know, my tank here, the MT-25, my crew has 6 skills, and I've got it maxed out for camouflage and for view range. So any enemy vehicles that go on that middle road, they're in grave danger from my scouting skills. I'm also in grave danger trying to light them up, and I try to drive as meticulously as possible to get the light and then get out of the way and just keep doing it until it's no longer effective. Now, at the start I said there's a difference between what you would like to do and what you have to do. Now, there's 2 enemy vehicles over there, the 704 and the 103. They're both TDs, and their comfort zone is, you know, firing from distance using their binoculars, using their camouflage net. But if there's an aggressive scout on the enemy team, that may not work, and like I said, they're going to be very vulnerable sitting there. And the 2 people I'm platooned with, they know what I'm going to do, I know what they're going to do, and as they march into the town, they're going to have their guns pointed to the corner down there to try to hit something. And we'll have other vehicles. You know, sometimes your team doesn't line up properly and your scouting goes to waste, but on other occasions it works perfectly. And you get a huge amount of damage, especially for some reason on this side of the map I get more damage than on the other side of the map. I don't know the reason for that. So there might be a slight imbalance there. And the unfortunate victim in this case is the SDRV-103, the Tier 9 tank destroyer over there. What he's trying to do, in my opinion, is difficult, and I think both the 704 and the SDRV should have, you know, thought a little bit about what is the most effective way to help the T-54E1 who went into the town without their help. You know, TDs maybe, brawling is not their forte, but in my opinion, if they had both been with him, the battle in the town might have ended differently. So I'm going to hit the space bar. And we're going at regular speed here, and like I said, I don't particularly like doing this, but I've got to do it. And you know, I've been smacked hard here making this move on numerous occasions, but it's got to be done. And so far nothing, and then just as I go around the corner, the Scorpion G is lit, and I wasn't seen. My sixth sense did not go off. And he's already being tapped, and now I got to make a second pass. And there's the STRV, and I wasn't seen that time either, and he's in big trouble there. And there's a hit coming from either Jim or Metal Storm, and he was just eliminated by our STRV, and I still haven't been seen. So Jim and Metal Storm are going to march into the town here and fight, and I'm going to make a third pass. And I got hit by the T-44. You know, I'm just going to pause here. The enemy team, none of their scouts appeared in the critical zone. And I think that's hugely important. They've got a VK-28A1. They've got a 1390. And as far as I'm concerned, they've got to contest this position. They got to drive me off. My standard procedure when I'm lit early is to evade. I don't persist because you're going to just lose your tank most of the time. So if they had aggressively scouted where I was scouting Scout v Scout. It might have saved the STRV, who knows? It might have got me killed. So those vehicles have to perform that function, and they basically have no choice if they want to win that battle, all other things being equal. So I'm going to hit the space bar again, and I'm going to advance it at double speed here. Now Jim and Metal Storm are advancing into the town, and unfortunately, they don't have the support of the T-34. The other vehicles are not advancing to their assistance, and this is when I start to get worried, because there's the T-54E1. He has shown up in the town, but one of his platoon mates is already dead, and the 704 in the event did not leave his comfort zone. He did not come into the town, and I think that's a big mistake. So those AMX M449s are very nice vehicles, and see, I'm urging the team to get into the town here, and they've suffered a fair bit of damage, and they're dancing there, and the Leopard PTA is coming in, and the T-54A1 is almost dead, right? IS-6, who's also a good player, he's in trouble. Now, what I usually do here, the 704 has been seen, so like I said, he didn't leave his comfort zone, and he's fighting a battle there. His buddy's dead. The IS-6 is in pretty big trouble. So I don't think my point can be refuted that their team would have been way better off to concentrate instead of scattering. So the IS-6 is almost down. And I aggressively move here once the opposition has been eliminated. And there's the BK on the other side. Actually, he just got killed. And there's the 704. I don't think it was me that saw that guy. My little pop gun thing. Fire a few gold rounds at him. He's gone now. So this battle is largely over. And, they had a pretty good team over there. Especially the top four guys are excellent players. And I think they made a mistake, and maybe the next time they'll do it differently. Our team wasn't perfect, but on this map, if the deployment is not good, very often bad things happen. There's certain maps where you're less vulnerable to losing it early rather than later, but this isn't one of them. Lakeville's a very dangerous map. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and until next time, game over.